My name is Ronald Sane. I am a U.S. Army vet of 10 years. I transitioned from Customer Italy with the help of SFOTAP. I was involved with the Soldiers Theater for 3 years, and the reason why I joined SFOTAP was the opportunity that it presented itself for soldiers, and I wanted to learn from the people that have been involved in the entertainment industry for, well, way longer than I have, and I loved how they taught us how writing conveys stories and connects with people, and I saw that I can learn from them, learn how to have my tell stories that also connect with audiences around the world. And I definitely enjoyed the process. It's been a great thing. It's a wonderful thing to have, especially for soldiers who are interested in being part of the entertainment industry and learning how it works and the ins and outs. So I decided to do it, and it's been a great process. I loved it. I loved it. I loved all of it. It helped me out with my current script writing abilities and helped expand upon that knowledge. And I took what I learned, and I'm applying it to a current ongoing project right now that I'm going to share with everyone here for the One Story project. So take it from here. Right, let's go. Let's get started.
Excellent. All right, I'm gonna stop recording.
Okay. All right, the name of this film is called Mobile Suit Gundam Wolves. It's based in the Universal Century timeline of Mobile Suit Gundam. It's a side story, or I would say fan fiction film. Since it's based in Universal Century, we had to ask for Bandai Entertainment's permission to create a short story film based in that universe, and they gave us the go ahead. So the short story synopsis is in the year Universal Century 78, right before the 1 year war, the Numas get married, Karen and Ren Numa. And apparently when Ren left for Earth Federation training with the Earth Federation's forces, there apparently happened to be a riot over at the Texas Colony, which was originally their home. And Karen's parents get killed right in front of her, and she ends up leaving or escaping from that. She never goes back. Ren hears about this, goes back to Texas Colony, and he doesn't find her. She's gone. He doesn't know what happened to her. Fast forward into Universal Century 79 at the late stages of the war, and come to find out the pilot of the White Zaku, or the White Wolf of Zeon, turns out to be his wife. And apparently that gets the attention of Admiral Rebel when he finds out that they both have the same name, and he gives Ren an ultimatum: either get your wife to surrender or you have to kill her. So that's what the basis of the story is, and I hope you guys enjoy the table reading from this, and we go ahead and get started. Cut 2, interior, White Base Jr., Lieutenant Ren's quarters. The whole body of White Base Jr. groans and shakes from the impact of missiles and laser fire. The officer shakes Ren awake. Then he slaps him across the face.
What? Sir, what?
Hey, Lieutenant, Ren, why are you not at your station? Shit.
Ren is hardly responding, if at all. Ren tries to shake off the headache and grogginess.
Shit, you're suffering from pilot fatigue. Hey, you, help me get him dressed. We have to get him to the Gundam.
Yes, sir.
Cut 2, interior, White Base Jr., Hangar Bay 1. White Base Jr. continues to shake under the weight of the impact from lasers and missiles coming from the Zeon forces. The officer opens the cockpit of the G3 and places Ren into the cockpit. The officer slaps Ren across the face, which wakes him up a bit. He hands Ren an energy drink. One of the communication officers opens up a comm leak from the bridge. His face is shown on the display unit in the G3's cockpit. Lieutenant, is Ren in position? Is he okay? Another round shakes White Base Jr.
He is fine. He is just suffering from a bit of pilot's fatigue. Help me buckle him in. Here, buckle his helmet.
Roger. We'll be standing by to launch. The officer slaps the side of Ren's helmet. Ren shakes himself.
I'm good.
Ren gives him the thumbs up. Ren, it's her. We will focus on providing you support, but you need to take her down.
Understood. G3 preparing to launch.
Roger. Clear out. He is good to go.
The officer closes the cockpit and ushers personnel to clear the flight deck of the hangar as the G3 moves onto the catapult.
I am taking the beam rifle and the hyper bazooka.
Roger. G3 preparing to launch. Ren stares at the vid screen from the G3's camera and looks out of the hangar bay and into the blackness of space and the battle raging around White Base Jr.
G3, launching.
The catapult launches Ren and the G3 into the blackness of space, and Ren positions the G3 into the direction of the Zaku 2's sniper fire. Sending the telemetry data now. That's the position of the enemy forces. They're hiding in the wreckage of that Salami's cruiser.
I've already located them. I'll take it from here.
Roger. Good hunting, Ren. We will send out the rest of our suits to provide support. Ren dives the G3 down and fires its boosters and speeds toward the wreckage of the Salami's cruiser. Cut to interior, the Phoebe command deck. Admiral, we have reports of contacts, small group of Zeon forces. They have engaged Whiteface Jr. and Admiral Joaquin's fleet. The G3 has been deployed.
Understood. What is the ETA of the Great Dagwin?
ETA 20 minutes, Admiral.
Hmm.
Admiral Webble seems puzzled, as if he's not sure what to make of the situation. Then it dawns on him.
Inform the fleet not to fire on the Great Dagwin. Nothing must interfere with peace negotiations.
Cut to exterior. The sniper Zaku 2 takes aim at one of the Magellan-class cruisers, firing at one of the Zeon cruisers, and proceeds to fire three consecutive shots. Suddenly, laser fire destroys all 3 rounds before they can even reach the unsuspecting Earth Federation ship.
What the?
Suddenly, the G3 appears before Garth's camera screen, and a flash of purple light erupts the feed as the G3 cuts through the Zaku, destroying the suit and killing Garth. Sensing danger, Ren maneuvers the G3 using its boosters to maneuver and hide behind wreckage, and energy blasts erupt from a Rick Dom carrying an energy cannon.
Captain Numa, it's him. He is here.
Führer continues pouring shots into the wreckage and begins backing away.
Roger, en route to location.
Ren boosts the G3 out of the wreckage before being enveloped by the explosion and returns fire using a combination of both the hyper bazooka and the beam rifle. Führer and his Rick Dom attempt to dodge the intensity of the incoming fire, but take damage. He evades and hides in more wreckage. Suddenly,
Get away, Frara. I have him.
Captain Numa speeds towards the G3 and whips out her heat axe, and Ren draws his beam saber to counter her swing. The resulting collision causes sparks and lightning to shoot everywhere and for them to spin in a circle.
Honey! Babe, you have to stop this. Please come home. I know you can hear me. You know what I'm here to do. Either you surrender or you die.
Captain Numa hears his voice and responds. Suddenly, as clear as day, they can see each other through their mobile suits.
Why? Why would you want me back? I've killed so many, lost so many. My soul is lost in the sea.
Ren unleashes the G3's Vulcan guns, but Numa boosts away with her white Zaku 2 and returns fire, using her new type abilities to weave in and out of the wreckage as if she was a ballerina, and the G3 gives chase.
I won't go back. The EFSF must burn.
Ren aims the G3 rifle at the booster pack of Karen's Zaku 2, but she turns to face him and begins firing her bazooka. Ren dodges it, firing his booster and using the G3 to tackle her mobile suit into the wreckage of a now destroyed Zeon battleship. Ren then uses the G3 to pin her against the wall. Cut to interior Zeon battleship hangar wreckage. Ren has Karen's mobile suit pinned against the wall as she tries to struggle against the superior strength of the Gundam.
Karen, baby, please, just stop. You have to just stop and look at me.
Ren opens the cockpit of the G3 and floats outside of it. The battle continues to rage all around them. Karen sees that he has come out, and she opens her cockpit but remains seated, holding her pistol in one hand, aimed at her husband. He slowly floats towards her, but she doesn't fire. Ren looks around the inside of the wreckage of the Zeon warship. He looks lost in thought as he surveys the carnage and the dead. Then he focuses his gaze on Karen.
You are right. Greed and war have made the decisions for our destinies. But it's not just about us.
Cut to interior, bridge of the Phoebe.
Where's the G3 located? Now, has the IFF signature disappeared?
No, Admiral.
Patch me through the G3's comms.
Roger, sir. Patching you in through now. Ren's voice can suddenly be heard on the bridge, speaking to Karen.
Karen, come home. Please. The war is almost over. Zeon is losing.
Why? Why would you welcome home a killer?
We are both killers. But you don't have to bear this burden of having blood on your hands alone. Please, come back home to me.
The bridge sits in total shock and dismay as they listen. Admiral Rebel's eyes widen, but he quickly recollects himself.
Come on, Ren. If you can convince her to surrender, then...
I can't do it. Not after what the Federation did. Not after what their crazed fanatics did to my family on Texas Colony.
Karen holds the pistol a bit tighter, then begins to sob.
Yes, you can. I know what they did to you and your family. I know. I read the report. I'm sorry if I wasn't there, but I'm here now and I want you to stop this and come home. I still love you. I came and fought all this way to bring you back. I love you.
Cut to interior bridge of the Phoebe. The whole bridge is now completely silent. Well now. Wow. Suddenly, a blip is heard and the communications officer notices something at his station. Admiral, the Great Degwin has arrived. Admiral Rebel stands up and watches as the Great Degwin pulls alongside the Phoebe. He looks outside his window and stares into the adjacent bridge. There, standing before him, separated by the blackness of space between them, is Degwin Zabi, leader of the Principality of Zeon. As the leader of the Principality of Zeon makes the final attempt for the peaceful negotiations with the Earth Federation, his son, Girin Zabi, had other nefarious ideas in mind. Interior, colony laser room, Abawaku. Watching the situation from afar, sitting in his chair, seething with disappointment and rage, Girin Zabi watched the IFF signature of the Great Degwin blink side by side with the Phoebe.
Tisk, I'm so disappointed with you, Father.
Girin turns towards one of his men at the control station.
Fire the colony laser. It is a sad day when the leader of his people does not see the glory and strength that is Zeon.
At once, Commander Girin. Girin sits back in his seat, satisfied with his decision. And that's a wrap. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's still a work in progress, but it's still ongoing. The project is still going. We have actors, we have costumes being made. Now it's just all about taking the necessary steps and moving as one to make sure this film project becomes a success. I hope you guys actually really enjoy that. And thanks again. The project has been a wonderful thing to happen. I hope soldiers continue to be creative, and I hope the One Story Project, the Story Project continues to be a thing and a beneficial thing for the next generation of soldiers coming up, want to be part of the entertainment industry, want to learn how to become script writers. And I think it'll greatly benefit any soldiers wanting to be a part of it. Thanks again. Ciao.
Thanks, Ron. Ciao.